Hey everyone, Chef Patrick here from Sabroso. Welcome to my kitchen.
Today I take pride in my Peruvian heritage and offering you one of my favorites, picarones.
Come on, let's get started.
You're about to have a little taste of what you're missing. But if you cannot stand the heat, get out the kitchen. Full of flavor, flavorful, save your tools. Te vamos a enseñar unas recetas del baúl. Slice, dice, chop, nice spice, hot or mild. We got it, you just name the style. One in a meal, culinary skills, prestigioso. Todo queda sabroso.
Two of the main components of this dish are sweet potatoes and pumpkin, or squash. Here I'm using a winter squash. Add them to a large pot and fill with 2 cups of water. Add 1 cinnamon stick and 3 star anise. Cook the sweet potatoes and squash for about 20 minutes or until tender. Drain, reserving 2 1/4 cups of the liquid to be used later. Most Peruvians puree the mixture until it's nice and smooth. However, I'm the kind of guy who likes contrast and texture, so I prefer mashing because I like seeing little pieces of the sweet potato and squash in the picarones. I'm adding a little bit of that cooking liquid to help mash the mixture. Now we take 2 cups of that cooking liquid, which has cooled down and is now warm, and we're adding 1 1/2 tablespoons instant dry yeast. We're also adding 1 tablespoon of sugar in the raw. Stir until combined, then let sit for about 10 minutes. In a large bowl, we're adding the mashed sweet potatoes and squash. To that, we're adding the active yeast mixture. Give that a good stir until all is incorporated. Add a pinch of salt and mix to combine. Now we're adding 2 cups of all-purpose flour, adding 1/3 at a time. Mix thoroughly before adding more flour. Add the remaining flour. If you feel the mixture is too tight, you can add about a tablespoon or 2 of the reserved cooking liquid. Now we're going to let this dough rest for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, let's make the chancaca sauce. In a pot, we've added a pound of panela, which is whole cane sugar, 3 cinnamon sticks, 8 whole cloves, 3 star anise, 1 orange sliced, and 2 cups of water. Let this mixture come to a boil and let it reduce until it becomes a syrup. Our dough has rested for 30 minutes and has already doubled in size, but it's not quite ready yet. So we're going to knock it down and then mix it a little bit more. Let it rest for another 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, the dough is ready to be fried. In a large pot, add 3 cups of canola or vegetable oil. Once the oil reaches 320 degrees, you're ready to fry. Now this is one of the few doughs that produces better results when it's sticky. For that, I have a bowl of salted water in which I'm going to dip my fingers in to handle this sticky dough. This definitely takes practice, and I for one have not mastered it. But here we go. Form the dough in your hand, create a hole in the middle, then gently drop the dough into the oil. With the handle side of a wooden spoon, Place it in the center of the dough and swirl around to maintain an opening. Repeat the process. One thing about these picarones is that they don't have to be perfectly round. In fact, I prefer when it has these craggly and crispy edges that are simply delicious. Fry the picarones until golden brown. Remove the picarones and drain on paper towels. These picarones are so crispy on the outside, but pillowy soft on the inside. Drizzle that Chancaca sauce over the picarones, and then take a bite of heaven. There you have it, picarones.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like these, click that subscribe button and you'll stay up to date on all new content. And remember, food can look good, but if it doesn't taste good, your cooking is in vain. So make it sabroso.